I want you to sit back and relax because I have a lot to say tonight about a special group of gentlemen. First of all, though, I want to tell you that tomorrow night, fellas, varsity, in your blue polos, we will meet at 5:15 outside the LGI. The board is recognizing us at 5:30 tomorrow. So tomorrow in your blue polos and khaki pants. Before I get started, I'd like to thank a few people. I'd like to thank the school board, because without them, athletics in high school would not exist. I'd like to thank the high school administration. I would like to thank Mr. Heckard. He is the behind-the-scenes person that has been very, very, very supportive of us this past year. And he took care of all of our needs during our playoff run. Some of the things that I forgot to take care of, Mr. Heckard took care of without question. So I would really like this, a round of applause for Mr. Heckard. He has a fantastic lady working for him, Dottie Wyman. I'd like to thank her. I'd also like to thank Mr. Chuck Kint, my principal, who allows me as a elementary teacher to coach high school sports. I'd like to thank him. I'd also like to thank the soccer boosters, Mrs. Clemens, Mr. Johnson, Mrs. Remlinger, Mrs. Sides. Guys, you don't know how good you have it. You know, I mean, not many people come to a banquet like this, and all of the booster people I'd like to thank. And then I'd also like to thank Mr. Lilly, because of his DVDs that he made this year. We would watch them and then make adjustments to our team for the next game. But fellas, if you want to go to college, boy, do you have an instrument here to take that he made for you and to take and show to your college coaches. Thank you, Mr. Lilly. I want to thank Coach Hitchman, senior Coach Hitchman. This is like the Big Johnson, Little Johnson. We got the Big Hitchman, the Little Hitchman. But Coach Hitchman, I am handing out to all the boys a stat booklet. And Mr. Hitchman is a great history buff, and he is really into history, and he has kept these records throughout the years, and he makes a program every year. He made the program. I'd like to thank him. I'd also like to thank Coach Little Hitchman for the season recap inside the program, also the headlines that he kept and made. President Bush also has many, many speech writers. Coach Hitchman is my speech writer. He's great with words, and I let him go, and he did a fantastic job on that recap. I'd like to also thank my coaching staff, Sean Burkhart, Ray Truax, Lynn Levingood, working at the junior high level. What an awesome job they have done this past year. I want to thank Coach Hitchman for working with the JVs, and I'm sorry he left, but Coach Lutz did an unbelievable job this year. If you would be on the sidelines with Coach Lutz, it is an experience. And I want to tell you what, he does it because he has a passion for soccer. And I want to tell you what, fellas, he loves you guys and would do anything for you. He is a wild man on the sidelines. And then I want to thank Coach Rager. Coach Rager does this on a voluntary basis, and he was just a major asset to our program this year. You don't have to ask me if he was an asset to our program. Just ask the kids. They will tell you. They love Coach Rager, and I want to thank my coaching staff. Other guys I want to thank every single day. I'm standing out, getting ready to go through some drills, da-da-da-da-da-da, and all I have to do is yell, Alex, get me this! Alex, get me that! Alex, let's go! Alex Clemens comes to every practice and has to put up with all the grief that I can possibly give him, and he is the happiest kid around. Alex Clemens. And then, of course, if you listen to my son, the only reason Cedar Crest made it as far as they did was because he has a rock. And he brought that rock to every game. And before every game, we kissed the rock. So if any of your kids came down with any kind of diseases, it probably came from the rock. And I always forget to do this, but I want to thank my family, my wife, and my daughter, and again, Ryan. They have to put up with me, and they had to put up with me for 3 months. It's just crazy. Nothing gets done at our house, and Peg and the kids just put up with what I come home with, and I want to thank them. And also, today in a playoff game, the Rising Star under 14 won 2-1, and my kid scored one of the goals. Okay.